Do you often doubt yourself? Are you proud of who you are and confident in your own abilities? Or do you beat yourself up and have an unhealthy internal dialogue? Well, stick with me, because this week I want to really get into the competency of emotional intelligence that was able to take me out of the depths of despair into a place of flourishing and flow. Hi, this is Grant Herbert, VUCA Leadership and Sustainable Performance Coach. And today I want to continue our conversation as we step through this first quadrant of emotional intelligence, self-awareness, by helping you to discover the leader's greatest power. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been laying the foundation around emotional intelligence. We're in the quadrant of self-awareness before we move into that self-management quadrant. And we looked at emotional self-awareness, the ability to be able to notice, name, and then navigate the emotions that we experience in a more healthy way. Last week, we looked at accurate self-assessment and asking for feedback so that we got a true understanding of our current reality before we started working on the competencies. Well, today, I want to start working with you on the foundational competency that underpins all the others, and that is personal power. As a leader, we have different understandings of what power might be. For some people, a leader has power over others. For others, a leader has power to be able to get things done. For me, my understanding of the greatest power that you can have is a power that comes from within. It's the power that fuels you, that sustains you, and that lifts you up when you need to be motivated and inspired. It's great to have all those external things, just like it's great to have people that like us and accept us. However, the greatest power comes from when you give that to yourself. Personal power is the ability to know that you have everything within you and around you to get ahead in life. It's about your self-worth, your self-confidence. It's that foundation of your identity, of who you believe you are, and working on developing who you believe you're not. Personal power, for me, is a competency that every one of us continually works on. And there is no substitute for having that power that's within you. If you look externally to things or titles or anything else that it is you're going after. I'd never heard of this thing called personal power. And what I did find out, though, when I realized what it was, is that I didn't have a lot of it. And it was because of the areas that I work on in personal power were lacking that I had all the challenges with myself and others as I was going through my career. It's the antidote to self-doubt, to the performance trap, to people-pleasing, imposter syndrome, all those things that we've talked about before. But how do we get this thing called personal power? The first thing we need to do is recognize that it is a crucial element in our own personal development. That it's not something that we outsource to anybody else. This is something that we need to get for ourselves. A lot of times over the years, people have called me a motivational speaker, where I'll get up on stage and I can pump you up and get you feeling good. The challenge with that, my friend, is that although that's true, when I leave and you're there by yourself, that's fleeting and it fades away. Personal power is going to give you the ability to be okay with yourself, to build yourself up, to motivate and inspire yourself. In particular, those times when things are not going well around you. It's the foundation that helps you to be able to manage the response to your emotions in many situations, lower your stress levels, become more resilient, communicate well with others, and handle conflict in a very healthy way. So over the next few weeks, I want to go into this competency. I want to be able to help you to go through some exercises that'll help you to build this up for yourself. The first thing that we need to do is we need to be able to have a conversation with ourselves around the things that we've done in our life and look at when we were really proud of ourselves. Whether that be before we had that situation or situations come about that allowed us to put meanings on things that then shaped our identity and conditioned our brain, and to recognize those achievements and to give yourself permission to relive those thoughts and those experiences so that you had some evidence of you can rather than you can't. It's all about being able to be confident in your own ability and to be assertive in the way that you deal with others. And it's particularly around being able to set healthy boundaries around the way that you'll speak to yourself and allow others to speak to you and treat you as well. And for me, one of the greatest gifts that personal power gives you is the ability to be able to say yes and no appropriately within the boundaries of your own true priorities, staying authentic and real and being who it is that you are destined to be, not worrying about what others think of you and what they expect you to be. Personal power is a great gift that you can give yourself. And over the next few weeks, I'm going to help you to build it up. Well, that's it from me for another week. Join me again next week as we get into personal power and we start chipping away at that old conditioning and start rebuilding your inner worth and your sense of self-confidence so that you can go forward being who you need to be in every area of your life. I'll see you then.